Hey guys, thank you for watching the Slat Rock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. And if you've already done so, just make sure that it's still active. Here's your news for July 12, 2019. We're starting off today with Smackdown Live news, and things don't look good for the Blue brand as the show suffered some of its lowest viewing figures ever. This week's show received the fourth lowest rating since SmackDown moved to Tuesday nights back in July 2016, with just 1.85 million homes tuning in. Going up against the MLB All-Star Game on Fox, it was clear the wrestling show was going to suffer because of this, and SmackDown was down 2% from last week's figures, and a staggering 21% from Monday Night Raw's audience the night before. Not only did SmackDown go up against the All-Star Game, which did over 8 million viewers, but the show also aired against NBC's America's Got Talent, which averaged over 9.8 million. If there was a silver lining to this week's poor figures, it's that Tuesday night was seemingly a weak night for cable television viewership as a whole, as despite SmackDown nearly reaching a record low, it was still the 7th highest show in overall viewership, boasting a .53 rating for the 18 to 49 demographic, second only to Bravo's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Compared to the same timed show from last year, this week's event saw over a 15% drop in viewers, as the 2018 show did a much more comfortable 2.18 million, compared to this week's 1.85. Over the past few months, only one edition of SmackDown, the June 4th edition that saw Goldberg and The Undertaker face off before their Super Showdown bout, averaged over 2 million viewers, so it's clear something needs to be changed. Fortunately, that change may be coming in the form of Eric Bischoff, the new executive director of SmackDown Live, who alongside Paul Heyman on Raw will apparently not be held to any old standards under their new roles. According to WrestleVotes, both Heyman and Bischoff will have major influence when they take over the shows later this month, meaning that all potential plans for SummerSlam could be changed. We have to give WWE credit on this one, as it's great that Vince McMahon isn't going to force any agendas on the new directors, though with that said, it'll still be the chairman of the board who has the final say on things. Having Heyman and Bischoff have a blank slate for the creative team definitely seems to be a step in the right direction, as if reports are true, it seems that this Sunday's Extreme Rules pay-per-view will be the very last pay-per-view fully constructed by Vince McMahon. Speaking of Extreme Rules, the show certainly has a lot of intrigue, but perhaps no match has got the fans talking quite like the upcoming tag team main event, with Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre facing off against the unlikely tag team of Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. WWE are certainly going to the extreme, pardon the pun, to get the fans hyped for this epic encounter, and that includes releasing some merch for the match. Though Reigns and the Deadman may only be working one match together, that hasn't stopped the company from creating a shirt celebrating the tag team, even giving them the nickname of the Graveyard Dogs. WWE went all out on this piece with original artwork of satanic dogs near some graves, showcasing both former world champions in a design that must have taken quite some time to make. What some fans have noticed is what's not on the shirt, as despite this piece of merch hyping up the match at Extreme Rules, there is no mention of the pay-per-view, the date of the show, or its location anywhere on the shirt, leading some to speculate that this won't be the only time the two former champions team up. While we can't say that this shirt guarantees the Big Dog and the Phenom will be victorious, it should be noted that Shane and McIntyre have been teaming for months and have yet to receive any joint merch, so you probably shouldn't bet against the Deadman and the Big Dog on this one. Back to SmackDown now, and though the show didn't do too well in the ratings, one aspect of the Blue brand definitely stood out for all the right reasons. This week on the show, Kevin Owens continued his new babyface push, representing the fans who have grown sick and tired of seeing Shane McMahon in all the major feuds on SmackDown as well as Monday Night Raw. During the show, the prizefighter got into a parking lot brawl with Dolph Ziggler before cutting an incredible work-shoot promo on the so-called Best in the World. The plan behind all of this is to phase Shane off of TV and out of the major feuds, as WWE and Shane himself realize that there's too much of him on WWE programming, and if it was up to him, he wouldn't be on the shows as much as he is. After his promo, which included naming some underutilized stars like Asuka, Kairi Sane, Buddy Murphy, and Ali, Owens dropped the prodigal son with a stunner, which may seem familiar to older fans. According to Dave Meltzer, who spoke on Wrestling Observer Radio, the plan is to turn the Canadian into an Austin-esque babyface, sticking it to the man much like the Rattlesnake did during the Attitude Era. Time will tell whether this plan works, but it should be noted that Austin is friends with Owens and has given the former Universal Champion his blessing to use the move. UFC news now, and though the fight between Brock Lesnar and Daniel Cormier isn't going to happen in the Octagon, it seems that a match between the pair in WWE could be a possibility. Appearing at the recent ESPY Awards, Cormier was his usual jovial self during the red carpet run, and joked that he might just have to fight Lesnar in the squared circle after the UFC fight couldn't happen. "I was hoping to fight Brock Lesnar, but he didn't. These guys took him from me. Maybe I'll follow him over there. We gotta do it in WWE." A rumored match between the two all stems from UFC 226 in July last year, where, after capturing the heavyweight title, Cormier invited Lesnar into the Octagon and the pair had a physical altercation. Brock, a former UFC heavyweight champion in his own right, teased a return to the cage for the fight, but that was easier said than done, as his one-night return at UFC 200 in 2016 led to him being put on a doping watch list. In May of this year, UFC owner Dana White said that the Money in the Bank holder said he was retired from UFC, though we'll just have to wait and see whether Cormier follows the Beast incarnate to the WWE. Back to the executive director of Smackdown Live now, and though some people have said that there is a lot of negativity towards Eric Bischoff since his return, that seemingly isn't the case. Earlier this month, Dave Meltzer said how WWE didn't want to hire Bischoff, presumably because of his past with WCW, though new reports are suggesting otherwise. According to Brad Shepard, who commented in a tweet, there isn't any real negativity towards Eazy-E in WWE, though his hiring did come as a shock to many in the company. To be fair, Bischoff didn't exactly make friends with WWE during the Monday Night Wars, doing everything he could to stick it to McMahon, and only stopped giving away the results to Raw after his plan backfired spectacularly. Bischoff hasn't even settled into his new home in Stamford just yet, as he's in the process of moving his life to WWE's offices, and has even said he won't be in attendance for this Sunday's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Once Bischoff is settled in though, expect big changes to be made on the Blue brand, as there's no shortage of superstars who could be due for a huge push under the WCW magnate. One superstar who seems to be doing well for himself right now is Drake Maverick, as the British superstar continues his reign as 24/7 champion, despite everyone's best attempts to catch him. This week on Raw and SmackDown Live, Maverick was once again able to avoid losing the gold, though wasn't quite as smart when he got home. In what is a frankly genius move, Maverick hid the title in his fridge, the last place any possible opponents would look for the gold, and would have probably gotten away with it too if he hadn't posted a picture of the gold in the fridge on Instagram. Posting the pic online probably wasn't the smartest decision the former rockstar Spud has made, but we have to give props to Drake for having such a clean fridge, and though he could lose the title at any moment, it's safe to say he won't be getting any food poisoning at home. We're going old school now, as we here at Slat Rock Wrestling would like to send our congratulations to Muhammad Hassan, the former controversial WWE superstar who recently received a promotion in the Fulton City School District. Hassan, who now works under real name Mark Kopani, was one of WWE's most envelope-pushing characters during the Ruthless Aggression era, criticizing the treatment of law-abiding Arab American citizens in the wake of 9/11. Hanging up his boots over a decade ago, Kopani started working in an assistant principalship capacity at G. Ray Bodley High School in 2015, and recently took the reins as Fulton Junior High School's principal. Speaking to the Oswego County News, Kopani said how he could see what was lacking in schools today and hoped to change it, saying, "I'm eager to get started with my faculty and staff so we can work together to prepare junior high school students for the transition to the high school, which ultimately will help prepare students for life after school." Though he may be the principal, that doesn't mean Kopani has left wrestling behind entirely, as last year, after 13 years away, the former WWE superstar did return to the ring, meaning that every student at Fulton Junior High should be careful, or they may just end up in their principal's camel clutch. Back to WWE now, and the fans in Stamford may have noticed something unusual this week as the WWE's logo was attached to a new building. Found at 677 Washington Boulevard will be the new global headquarters for the company, replacing the long-standing Titan Towers. In March, WWE co-president George Barrios commented on the move, saying, "One of the most important elements necessary to execute WWE's long-term growth strategy is world-class talent collaborating seamlessly to create compelling content. Our workplace initiative will be the foundation to meet these objectives and underpins our ability to deliver long-term value." Though Titan Towers has been synonymous with WWE for decades, it seems this move couldn't come soon enough, as according to sources behind the scenes, the old building simply didn't have what the company now needs. The new building will be fitted with state-of-the-art technology in comparison to Titan Towers, and due to the size of the new place, will be able to hold every aspect of the company under one roof, a stark contrast from the current building, which has certain divisions housed in different buildings near the tower. In fact, the new building is so big that one source noted that WWE could fit multiple performance centers in their new home if they opted to go in that direction. We're ending with AEW news now, and though the company has said that it wants to be its own thing and create the next generation of wrestlers, that hasn't stopped folks asking about if the new promotion will be the home of CM Punk. Punk, who walked out of WWE at the 2014 Royal Rumble, has stayed away from wrestling, and though it was speculated that he made a return under a mask earlier this year, has instead spent the past 5 years focusing on other projects. When asked if the best in the world would come to AEW, Executive Vice President Nick Jackson said how the company would love to have him, but it seems Punk just doesn't want to. Nick also said how his brother Matt, also an executive VP for the promotion, talks to Punk all the time about returning, but it seems the timing isn't right. Matt Jackson himself said he gets why Punk would be hesitant to return, saying, "Professional wrestling is the most demanding thing in the world. You can't just find yourself back in it one day and be like, okay, I guess I'm doing this again. You really have to want to do it, and that's up to him." Whether Punk ever enters a wrestling ring again remains to be seen, and though the former WWE champion would be an epic asset to any company, we feel pretty safe in saying don't expect him in the McMahon promotion anytime soon. Well guys, that's our news for today. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to check out our previous video, 10 huge, shocking WWE 2019 rumors you need to know about. Also check out our other high-rated videos by clicking at the upper right-hand corner or down in the description field. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the bell icon so you don't miss a single new video. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, thank you for watching.